Okay, good evening, folks. I'm at the point now that I'm almost ready to solder the two audio jacks back into place. The white one here and the red one there. I don't know if I mentioned it, I think I might have done. I've actually ordered up a new keyboard connector socket, so that'll be a video for maybe next week sometime. I don't know if you've got a clear picture there. The camera is certainly on the way out. It's making funny noises when it's trying to focus, so some mechanism or other is worn. This Samsung camera was a reasonably nice item when I purchased it. It was quite a reasonable price. It was about 80 quid, I think. It's the WB150. It's got high def. For the time it had reasonable megapixels and good zoom, but it's proven to be, well, ultimately unreliable. But I suppose all electronics are the same these days. They're just a rip-off. So, where are we? I've got to clean these pads here. Right. That's the first order of business. So I've done this previously, but I'll give it another coat, not coat, but another wash with this alcohol, just to make sure it's nice and clean. And I'll need to do the other side as well, of course. Now, some people are able to chap on at this sort of stuff, but I find if I rush things, I end up doing it wrong. The way I'm going, I'll probably end up doing it wrong anyway, but you've got to try, don't you? So, right, that's not even in the frame, is it? Just in there. So the first one will be the white one, which is nearest the camera, nearest yourselves, nearest the power socket in the corner of the motherboard. I'll set that there just for now. I'll clean the red one. The red one's actually a bit gummy. I'll maybe try to clean it up with a soldering iron a bit. There's quite a lot of solder left on the prongs, and I don't really want to leave that on there. Right. So Might be enough just to smooth it out so that the solder won't prevent the legs from going through the holes. There's quite a bit of corrosion on some of these parts. I don't know what was spilt on them or what caused them to corrode as badly as they have, but whatever it was hasn't done it any good. So let's see if we can get this white one to fit. Okay, so I went through without too much effort. Try the red one next. I can see that there's some solder present in the single pin at the rear here. That's going to need to be cleaned out, but I'll leave that until I get till after I've got the white one soldered in. So bend the pins over just a little bit so that it grips the board. And try to do it in such a way that you don't slip and put a lovely big scratch right through all your traces, because that wouldn't be good. Okay. Christ, we're 10 minutes in already, yeah? Where does the time go to? Plenty of flux there. Maybe too much, I don't know. Can you have too much flux? And this is quite a big joint, so I'm going to use the thicker soldering wire that I've got here, made by Draper. It's quite an old drum, but it seems to be still okay. Just checking my focus and my frame, just let's make sure I've got it sort of front and centre for you folks. So we'll try this one at the back here first. Get that heat up. Okay. I think that one went okay. I certainly seem to be getting better results from this draper solder than the Chinese stuff I bought especially for the task. Give it a few seconds. Maybe a little bit too much solder on that one. Give it a few seconds. Okay. Quite happy how the two at the back are. The one here at the front is a little bit heavy in the solder, but that seems to be on nice and secure. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Went smoothly for a change, or it seemed to anyway. I'll need to try and clean this hole here out though somehow. That's going to be a little bit awkward, I think. There's no way I can actually get to the solder that's actually in there, so it might need to be the solder sucker in this instance. I don't find this that effective, to be honest with you folks. And invariably it disgorges the previous solder it sucked even though you've attempted to empty it back onto the printed circuit. Okay. Sometimes you need multiple attempts at it, but I think that's actually done it. Anytime you apply heat to it, you've got to really clean it, I think. It seems to leave a residue. God, time is ticking fast. Yeah, I think that's gone in there this time. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm just about out of time, folks. I'm just going to leave it there, and I'll make a short video, or try to make it short, as I finish this off. So, what's that? That's 18 minutes. I'll just bend these over in preparation. Okay, a minute left. There's a little bit more solder on these legs than the previous one, so they're proving to be a little bit difficult to bend into place. But I've got them a little bit there, I think. As long as I keep downward pressure on it, they'll be okay. Right, some flux, and then they'll be ready to solder. Okay, thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you soon. I might just join the video to this one. Okay, we're back. It's only been a few seconds, and I've just applied some flux to these 3 pins, or legs. I'm just going to apply a little bit more because I'm not quite happy with how much I put on the first time. Let it run down inside and help the solder flow. And hopefully we can have the same success as we did with the last one. few seconds, and then in with the solder. Okay, I'm going to try not to put as much solder on it this time. A few seconds. In with the solder. And a few seconds, and then in with the solder. A little bit more. There we go. Right. Okay, that looks okay from my amateur perspective. And I don't think I'm going to be doing any more than that tonight. That's about half an hour already at this evening. And I have other things to be doing. Give that a clean. Well, this will be the cleanest non-functioning Amiga 600 in Britain. At least we'll have that to our names, eh? So. They seem nice and secure. Nothing wrong with that as far as I can tell. Of course, whether or not we get any audio out of here remains to be seen. Yeah. By what I can see, the solder appears to have flowed through from the underneath to the top here quite nicely, so that should be a strong joint. Now before I switch off for the evening, I'll bring to your attention a little delivery I got recently. I don't know if you can see that there. I'll zoom out in fact. And as you can see, once more it's not focusing. Is that focusing now? That's better, yeah, right, okay. We have this little syringe here. It's been a while in arriving. It's been at least a couple of weeks. But this is hopefully going to solve the damage to the keyboard connector. Not the connector, but the keyboard ribbon cable. This is the stuff here. It's a metallic compound. Now it's advertised as being silver, but well, it's from China, so whether or not it's silver is anyone's guess. We've got a very useful instruction label here, or instruction sheet, printed in Chinese of course, so about as much use as a burst condom. But from what I've read online, you can use this compound to form or repair traces on your printed circuit boards. So what I think is general way of using it is will lay some Kapton tape down on the printed circuit board, lining up with the damaged trace. So the edge of the Kapton tape would be along here, the trace would be in the middle, and then another strip of Kapton tape would be along this side, again with a gap between the two strips where your trace is. And then you simply squeeze a very small amount of this along the trace that's damaged, and then you peel off the two strips of Kapton tape, and that leaves a nice fine neat trace of this compound joining the two ends of your damaged trace. And then you heat it. Maybe you heat it before you remove the Kapton tape actually. That's something I'm not sure of. I'll need to look that up again just to be sure. But it'll harden when you heat it and form a conductive bridge between the two, or between the broken, or across the broken trace, if you understand what I'm trying to say there. It wasn't expensive, but as you can see, you don't get a whole lot off the stuff. I think it's something like, is it? That's 0.1 of a milliliter rather. So it's I think it's about 0.15 of a milliliter is all you get, or maybe possibly 0.2 of a milliliter. So it's not a lot, but hopefully a little will go a long way in this case. So yeah, that'll be a video for maybe next week. Maybe longer away than next week, just depends on how fast I get this done, and things have been going quite slowly. So this is November already, coming up on December fast, and yeah, time holds no prisoners, or something to that effect. So, right, I think that's enough for one evening, everyone. I'm going to go to my bed and stay safe and be happy. Bye for now.